Hey guys, so I am just sitting in the car. I am getting ready to go into the gym, but I thought I would just do a really quick check-in with you. I had a pretty good day. I had a really nice lunch, and I went ahead and had like a little early pre-dinner because I'm not going to be going home right after work today. But today has been somewhat successful, especially if I get into the gym, which I plan on doing. I got my gym bag right here. But I just wanted to stop for a minute and give you a little bit of a background as to why I'm doing this. I know yesterday when I uploaded that video, I didn't really give a ton of detail, and so I think it's worthwhile just to stop and chat about it for a moment. So it was 7 or 8 years ago, I lost my job during the recession, and that to me was just very devastating. I just took it really personally, and it just hurt my ego, to be quite honest. I would say during that time that I was unemployed and I was looking for, a new job, I probably sunk into a little bit of a depression and just began to rely heavily on comfort food and just eating to just soothe me, and that's never good. But time passed, about 8 months or so, and I found a new job, and it didn't get any better though. Like, the job was stressful. It wasn't something that I was naturally really good at, so I had to work really hard. I put a lot of pressure on myself for it to be perfect, and it just never was. And I stayed there for about 3 years, and during that time a lot of other things were going on in my life. So I got engaged and I started grad school, and all these things should have been good and exciting, but they weren't, because I just had so much negativity still with me about the job loss that I couldn't really enjoy where I was in that season of life. So by the time I reached my wedding day, I was like 10 pounds heavier than I'd ever been in my life. And it's so funny because most brides are like working themselves to the bone to be as skinny as they can on their wedding day, and not me. I wasn't worried about that. But after the wedding, and I found a new job, and it didn't change. It didn't get any better. I just kept with the same old habits, same eating patterns, not working out. Finished grad school, we bought a house, and then we started to plan for a family, and that didn't go as planned at first, and that was stressful, having to go through infertility treatments and worrying about my hormone levels and this, that, and the other. I just didn't prioritize working out, and the reality is that I just kind of stopped. I gave birth to my son, and he was healthy, great. When he was about 7 or 8 months old, I got pregnant again. And so with those 2 pregnancies back to back, I gained the recommended weight that the doctor says was okay. After having both babies, I lost that weight really quickly, and I think it was due to nursing. I was pumping and nursing constantly, especially while I was on maternity leave. But those original pounds, those ones that I had packed on during my quarter life crisis, if there's a better term for it, that depression I had once I lost my job, I just have never been able to get rid of them. And I just really want to let that all go. I feel like right now, where I am in my life, in my career, I'm much calmer. There's part of me also that doesn't care quite as much, and when I say that, I don't mean that I don't worry about the quality of my work. I just have things in perspective, and my priorities are different today than they were when I first experienced job loss all those years ago. So what I really want to do is to just track this. I feel like I do better with structure. I do better when I know that there are deadlines and boundaries. And if I'm checking in with you all on YouTube, if I'm writing in my blog about this, I just know that someone out there is reading, someone else is going to know that I made a commitment and I didn't live up to it. And again, I know yesterday I was talking about this really fantastic stretch goal of hitting 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I'm not really expecting to hit that, and I think I tried to stay realistic when I was talking about it. I really just want to lose the weight. If it takes 12 weeks, that's okay. I wanted to start with 6 weeks because it seemed realistic in the sense that I wanted to build a new habit, and it takes a while to build a new habit. And I've read different things where it can be like 30 days or X number of days. I thought 6 weeks of forcing myself into this routine would help it stick. And I want to make sure that I am being as active as possible. I want to make sure that I'm eating as healthy as possible. And I'm going to talk more about what the actual meal plans that I came up with, and I'm going to share some of my meals with you from this week, along with more details in my blog to come. But anyway, I better get to it. I better go inside, get on my gym clothes, grab my gym bag, get in there, and start working out. So great seeing you guys. Check in soon.